Oh, shoot. Yo, this is Fred Yehai, and you are in my group. Yo, man, it's a pretty nice day outside. It's a little chilly out there. You know, I'm in a t-shirt at the moment. That's going to change. Please believe that. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty good day so far. I'm about to be off on my merry good way to go and, you know it, go and pump some more of that iron. About to get round 2 in, actually. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. So, hey, check this out. I've been getting messages, and I've been, just a random conversation. Like, I've had friends and stuff who come across the channel, and they've watched some of my Storytime videos. I'm gonna let you all know these stories are real. These are real stories. In summary, like, as a kid, as a teenager, like, I did get into some trouble. I did get into different situations. However, I didn't stay in trouble. I didn't stay doing the same stuff. These things happen, and hey, I learned from them, and I grew from them, and I knew right then and there that I didn't want to continue on doing what I did. So hey, it's all well and good. We all come from somewhere. None of us are perfect. All of us have done things, or whatever the case may be, and hey, I'm one of them. Here I am, and I can look back on them, and some of these things are quite hilarious, honestly. So yeah, I'm just sharing these stories with you guys because I was a trip. It is what it is. So, as you read the title, the doorbell game. Now, the doorbell game, it comes in different, there are different names to the doorbell game, but I won't touch on those names because, we may have sensitive audiences, but for the purpose of this, for the purpose of this story, we're going to call it the doorbell game. So, yeah, it's story time. You know what time it is? It's story time. All right, so the doorbell game. Let me explain it. So it's simple. You get a group of friends together. You go creep up on someone's door. If they have a doorbell or not, you ring the doorbell and you all just take off running. You all you take off running. They don't have a doorbell. You go over there and you just knock on the door, boom, 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 and you take off running. You take off running. So, at the time, I was living in Florida. I was about maybe 6 years old at the time, and it was a Saturday. It was a Saturday afternoon, and we were just being kids. We'd be out. We play hide and seek. We play cops and robbers. We'd be out playing Power Rangers, riding our bikes, whatever the case may be. But as kids, we would just get into things. We would get into things. Now, I don't remember whose idea it was to play the doorbell game, but only thing I remember is that that's something that the kids would do, and I did participate in the doorbell game. In the doorbell game, before this particular incident. So. Simple, and I was pretty good at it, but we understood the risk to the game. If you were the one ringing the doorbell and you had other kids like kind of behind you, you were at risk of actually being caught. Up until this point, no one had been caught. Doing this quite often at this point to where there were people who were kind of catching on to it and getting quite fed up. This particular day we decided, hey, let's do the doorbell game. All right, cool. Bet. We all decided we were gonna do the doorbell game. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. Let's get on it. Big kids, man. Well, we were just baby kids, like a mug, like just we were off the chain. We were off the chain, so we're getting it in, we're just baby all the way, baby. So we get to one particular house. And on this go round, it happened to be my turn to ring the doorbell. So it had to be there may be like 5 of us, 5 of us at the time. One of my friends in particular, he's actually in prison right now. He went down the wrong path. I remember he was with us too on this particular day. So anyway, so he had been the one, I think before this, so I recall him like he just like kicked the door like 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. We took off running. The person was pissed coming to the door. Anyway, we get to one particular house. It's my turn to ring the doorbell. I was always afraid of getting caught, so I never really wanted to ring the doorbell. I always would anticipate someone else to step up and ring the doorbell, so that all I needed to focus on doing was just running and just simply getting away. The other kids would oftentimes try to pressure me to ring the doorbell. This person perhaps saw us creeping up to the door from their window, because the window's like right there. This window, and then here's the door. So they could see us walk up to the door. As a kid, we don't really think about that kind of stuff. I know for sure I didn't think about that kind of stuff. So they could actually see us from the living room window creeping up to the door. So this lady, she had to be in her maybe mid to late 30s. So she was waiting on us to go ahead and ring the doorbell and knock. So I go up, we laugh and kiki and all that stuff. I ring the doorbell, and the moment the doorbell rung, the kids took off, but the door swung open, and she just grabbed my hand right there. She grabbed my hand. All my friends, they just took off running. I'm like, oh shoot, no. She's like, oh. She's like, no. She's like, no, I finally got you. Where do you stay? Where do you live? We gonna find out where you live. I'm telling your mama. Like, what if this person was like a I don't know, a kidnapper or like a serial killer or anything. I'm a little kid. I'm 6 years old. Like, and we're playing this doorbell game. This person has a reason to snatch me up. So there's this whole commotion going on, and like, people are kind of coming outside, kind of looking. I'm like, man, I hope there isn't someone who knows who my mom is and goes and tells her mom, because I know what's going to happen. I already know my mom is going to. She gonna put that thunder on me. She's gonna get me. Like, she is going to get me for doing something that doggone foolish, just being a baby kid. Like, she was going to put hands on me like a mug. So, my only reaction, because I didn't want to get a whooping, and I didn't know who this lady was anyway. As we're walking down the sidewalk, I'm crying. She's kind of turking at me. I maneuvered somehow, got to her. I got to her hand, and I just like started biting at her hand. Biting at her hand, kicking her, everything, kicking her. She's like, oh boy, what you doing? She kind of swatted at me a few times until she finally let me go as I was biting her hand, and I just took off running. The lady starts chasing me down the sidewalk through the apartment complex. So I remember my heart was just beating so fast in my chest. I could feel my heart just beating as I'm running. And this lady is like, no, she's on my tail. She is furious. Like, this lady is furious at this point. Like, bump ringing her doorbell. I just bit this lady and kicked her a few times. She's chasing me down the sidewalk. And now I'm going to give away my little secret technique that I had as a kid. Whenever I felt that I was in danger of an older kid chasing me or whatever the case may have been, here's my secret technique. So, I kind of adapted this little evasion technique from Sub-Zero. So we're running. So I'm running. She's chasing me down the sidewalk. We're going. And looking back, we may have got like maybe 50 yards. I don't know. Who knows? So I see a pile of leaves off into the grass. So I cut into the grass. I see a little pile of leaves. She's on my tail. She's like really, really, really close. So I just slip down and purposely tumble into the leaves. She trips over my body and just lands, just crash, stumble some more, just boom, 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 boom. I get up real fast, take off, run in the opposite direction, and I completely just smoked her. Like, smoked this lady. No more doorbell game. No more ringing doorbells and running. No more knocking on doors and running. No more after that. I was done. I was finished. I linked up with my friends later on. They're laughing. They're clowning me. Everything. You know, I was in a panic. You know, my shirt. I remember my necktie was all just jacked up. Everything else. I had leaves all in my shirt, all in my hair. Whatever happened. I got away from her, man. I got away from her. No more doorbell game. I hope no kids are out there playing the doorbell game. If you know of any kids out there playing doorbell game, you need to just smack them right in the back of their head. Just smack them in the head. Tell them stop. Don't do it. Oh, I was so doggone scared. But that was my story. Like I wasn't a bad kid. I was a bit of a baby kid, but I didn't stay in trouble. I really didn't. I would get into stuff, but I didn't stay in trouble. So yeah, that's my story. The doorbell game, getting caught by the lady. I bit her hand to get free, and I did the Sub-Zero slide into the leaves to get away from her. And that was that. And I retired from the doorbell game. My career was over after that. It was done. It was finished. Man, thank you all for joining my group, my story time. Yo, you all make sure you have a blessed day. Subscribe if you haven't. And take care. Peace out. Thank you for joining my group.